Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to another edition of Intuitive Angling, and thank you very much for checking today's video out and making a little time out of your day to watch it. I know that we're all limited on time, so really appreciate you guys spending a few minutes with me here on today's video. We are going to be talking about kayak fishing and live scope, how kayak anglers are starting to use live scope now. This is a video I've been wanting to do for a while, so we're going to get into that in today's episode. And I'm going to give you guys my opinion on the thing, and I'd be really curious to know what you guys think about it too. So please drop some comments and let me know what you guys think after we get done with the video. Real quick, guys, just a quick reminder, here we are mid-November. Just wanted to remind you about our Fish the Moment lake map breakdowns. We've got our winter maps up right now. If you guys are interested in finding some really good little swim bait spots, A-rig spots, jerk bait spots, this is a great resource to learn more about your favorite lake. So I'll put the lake map breakdown link in the description. And also please check out our Tackle Warehouse, the Black Friday sale all through the month of November. I've got my Tackle Warehouse link to get you some good deals on Black Friday sales every week. So all that information links are in the description there. Okay guys, I've been wanting to do this for a while. And one of the reasons I've been wanting to do it is in the comment section of my videos, I am getting more and more comments about people referring to kayak fishing, kayak tournament fishing, just kayak fishing in general. And it shows up almost every single day in my feed about kayak anglers. And I want to talk a little bit about this first, and we're going to talk about this live scope influx into the kayak fishing area. But I love the idea of kayak fishing. I mean, I really do. I love the fact that you're more in tune with nature, it's more environmentally friendly, you're closer to the fish, you're more intimate with the fish. I love every aspect about it. The only reason I haven't gotten into it is I just simply don't have the time. I mean, between the tournaments I fish and my on the water lessons, I've got to have a regular boat. I can't go in a kayak, and taking care of 3 kids full-time, getting 3 different schools every day and working 3 different jobs. I simply just don't have time to do anything else to add kayak fishing into my daily routine. But I really respect the overall premise of kayak angling. I love it. I love everything about it. But one of the things that is disturbing to me is how kayak fishing is transforming and getting morphed into something that is so far away from the original intention of kayak fishing. We're seeing it more and more and more. And I am getting comments, I'm getting messages, both in my private messages and my comments, more and more about people and these kayaks that are getting tricked out with live scope, and how live scope is dominating kayak fishing the same way it dominates traditional bass fishing. And to be honest with you guys, I find that, again, extremely disturbing, because here what we have with kayak fishing is like the last bastion we have in the sport of some sense of purity and some sense of a real close connection of nature. And when you introduce technology like live scope into kayak fishing, it just completely completely sours the entire point of fishing out of a kayak. It's like if we have developed this genre of kayak fishing and kayak tournament fishing to basically return to some of the roots of fishing and to get more close to the fish, why are we allowing live scope to be introduced into kayak fishing? I don't understand it at all, because to me it's like, when I think about a kayak, and I used to have a kayak just to play around in, when I think about kayak fishing, I'm thinking about some guy in a kayak, or a girl, with a paddle, paddling around, sneaking up on areas and fishing. But now, if you look at some of the kayaks and the kayak tournaments, they cost more than a fully rigged bass boat. I mean, there's kayaks out there tricked out that are over $30,000, probably more now, since guys are adding live scopes on it. They've got trolling motors, they've got lithium batteries, power poles, they've got every type of technology. I've seen pictures of kayaks with 3 electronic units on the dang kayak. Now, give me a freaking break here. It's like, at what point does kayak fishing become it turns into something that it's not meant to be, is the basic point of it. I think we're already at that point when you're starting to see tournaments getting won consistently, kayak tournaments getting won consistently, live scoping. You've just taken away everything kayak fishing is about. I mean, to me, kayak fishing is like slipping back into areas of a lake that people can't access with a bass boat. You know, if you're floating through there quietly, sculling around with your paddle, you know, making, you know, close, accurate presentations, just sneaking up on the fish. Kayak fishing to me is not some dude getting on a $30,000 kayak and hitting his trolling motor or some motor that pushes him 3 miles an hour out to the middle of the lake where he live scopes some river ledge or somewhere out in the middle of the lake and catches fish. That is not kayak fishing. And it's like, I don't understand why kayak tournaments, like any other tournaments, have not instituted some rules to start putting reins on this technology to basically not allow kayak fishing to turn into something that it's not meant to be. And I don't know, it just seems like it ruins it, man. It just like technology freaking ruins everything it touches in bass fishing. And I'm not talking about, because a lot of people say, well, Randy, you use mega bass rods, blah, blah, blah. I'm not talking about a fishing rod. I'm talking about a piece of electronic technology that allows you to see fish moving in real time, where you can make repeated presentations, read the mood and personality of that fish, visually live time, make adjustments based upon how you see that fish actually reacting to your lure. That's not a rod and reel. That's not a jerkbait. That's in a completely different universe out there. So, you know, it really irritates me when people gaslight that topic on it. But anyway, give me guys, just a quick video guys here. I just want to know your opinion. It's like, are kayak tournaments, are they harming themselves by allowing this technology on the kayaks? Now, especially if you guys are kayak anglers out there. I haven't talked to that many kayak anglers personally, other than, you know, looking at and reading the comments. What do you guys think about it? As a kayak, if you're a kayak angler, a competitive kayak angler, do you think that technology should be allowed to that extent in a kayak? Me personally, when I think about kayak fishing, if I ran a kayak tournament series, I don't see any need for electronics. Why in the world do you need electronics on a kayak, period, when you can float that thing in 3 inches of water? You know, it's like, I don't understand why we're trying to make kayak something. I don't understand why they're trying to make kayak fishing into something kayak fishing is not meant to be. It's like, in a perfect world out there, if I owned a kayak organization, a kayak tournament organization, I would say you have to use a paddle as your propulsion. You cannot use any electronics out there, and just go fishing. Go fishing out of a kayak, and let's keep the tradition of the sport of what kayak fishing is meant to be. But man, I tell you what, I've seen some pictures of some kayaks out there that is just like, it's like, what are we doing, man? It's like, what heart the freak we're doing here in the sport. So let me know what you guys think. Give me your opinion on this kayak fishing deal, live scoping, and, you know, $30,000, $40,000 kayaks. I'd be curious to hear on that. And like I said, overall, you know, I love the idea of kayak fishing. I just don't like the idea of kayak fishing being transformed the way that we see it being transformed into. So thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll talk later.